The rest of the shooting takes place in the Nordisk Film Studios in Denmark all through the summer of 1990. But this time the atmosphere has changed completely. Those who are missing are present at last. The actors. Barbara Sukova, who plays Kate, the leading lady. Udo Kier, one of von Trier's favorite actors. Jean-Marc Barr, who will soon give an interview. Eddie Constantine, who has worked with some of Europe's greatest directors. Thanks to the presence of the actors, the shooting suddenly becomes animated.
You're in my seat there, Henry. No, it's I play for you. Oh, okay. You can sit for you. All right. Okay, Henning, action.
Very animated indeed, as von Trier and Jean-Marc Barr have got their own way of communicating.
I beat my last director up. You better be careful.
Udo Kier, who knows von Trier well, describes his way of working with the actors.
He chooses at the beginning of a film very interesting personalities by their looks, and then they just go through the film, and the technique tells the story. The technique is le acteur principal.
Why bother choosing actors who don't fit into their roles? You can do that, it's a different task, but it's easier to start from a point where the actor's character corresponds to the part he's playing. Then he can add something to the role, rather than just fitting into a cliché.
First day of shooting Medea, I tried to play, and then Lars said to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well," he said, no, just be very normal and feel it." He said, "I put classical music on it, and if you act now, then it will be too much. So just underplay." I mean, Lars always goes down. And because I worked already in 2 films with him, so I know in this film now that I have to be very underplayed, which is very difficult, because of course you want always to act. That's my profession.
We're standing here a little bit waiting, and then you start, and then I start.
So you try it once more,
yep.
See if...
Yeah. Can you hear me?
For God's sakes, Kate!
Did you even understand your instructions?
No.
Mike, come on, do it.
No. It's more like I want to look at him.
He makes me do things I've never done as an actor before. I've always just been myself, and Fassbinder and Godard would tell me, "Fine, fine, excellent." But he says, "No, not like that." A small part. That's just what I want. It's amusing, and I prefer to play the bad guy. Those are the best parts.
157, take 3.
Oh, action.
One quick still food.
The superimposition of images essential to Europa will be done thanks to the technique of back and front projection, well known throughout film history. This way, the actors will be seen in front of the background shot in advance, generally, but not always, in Poland. In this particular scene, Jean-Marc Barr will get a phone call from Barbara Sukova through the screen. He will thus play his role without the actress being present on the set, simply in front of her image, filmed at another occasion.
And action. 147, take 4.
Hello?
Hello, Leo.
Kate, is everything all right? Where are you?
I'm in the villa in Frankfurt.
What are you doing there?
Can you come over here?
I'll be in Frankfurt in half an hour. Are you okay?
We'll talk when you get here.
On the other hand, in this sequence, where the technique of superimposition of images also might have been used, von Trier preferred the reality of action. If you can speak about reality when the scenery is entirely false. With a railway car built in the studio. The idea of this make-believe train bouncing around on springs is as clever as it is simple, and even allows two trains to pass one another.
Sie wollen, dass du eine Bombe anbringst. Aber Leo, hör auf mich! You must place the bomb during the stop at checkpoint 1. Can you hear me?
For sakes, Kate.
Did you even understand your instructions? The bomb has to go off in the middle of the bridge where it's under repair. Leo, ich kann dir nicht mehr sagen. Sie lassen mich nicht aus den Augen. Vergiss nicht, checkpoint Ornitz.
The final scenes under the water are partly shot in the reservoir of the Copenhagen Oceanographic Research Center, where von Trier uses sophisticated instruments. A camera is suspended above the water from a metal axis and controlled at a distance with great precision, so that any camera movement is made possible. These scenes will remind Jean-Marc Barr of the shooting of The Big Blue, where he also practiced skin diving. Lars von Trier tries to find the gestures that will allow them to communicate in these conditions.
Well, we're going to make 3 shots. Okay.
Under the surface, the scenes will be shot with the second camera, and thanks to underwater spotlights. Without fear, von Trier even decides to dive himself, in order to take a last look at the scenery under the water. Everything seems all right. Today's shooting may begin.
Tell me action, I don't know when. Action! Go down! Go down! Ned! Den er under. Den hænger der, så bruger vi det, så vil det suge vand. Open up. Ja. Han har en masse.
Okay, vil de sige, vi er klar ellers?
You ready? Yeah, we're ready. Just smoke until we are. All right. Just give it back, Stan. You ready? That's it. Thank you. Oh. Down.
Jean-Marc has got a hard day's work before him, but the end of the Europa shooting is approaching. Let's not talk too much about the ending, but I can tell you this much. It's inspired by something Carl Dreyer once said. He asked the actors in Gertrude to move like suicidals through water. Suicidals who drown are said to take an upright position in the water.
Indtager en opretstående stilling i vandet.
Follow the river. As days go by, head for the ocean. that mirrors the sky. You want to wake up, to free yourself of the image of Europa. But it is not possible.